Hello, I'm Mark Hall-Patton. I want to welcome you to the Clark County Museum. Right behind me is the Grand Canyon Airlines ticketing office, Bradley House. We are almost ready to be opening this to the public. We're very happy to be to this point. Today we're going to be starting to install the exhibits in the building. This is a really significant building. It's one that we've had here at the museum since 2002. Our museum guild raised $250,000 to restore the building. They put in a lot of time and effort. They had a contractor come in, do a great deal of work on this building, and you'll have a chance to see some of the work that has been done on it. This building was at Boulder City. It was at Bullock Field there and was used as a ticketing office for Grand Canyon Airlines, which was a sightseeing airline in the 1930s that you would take a plane from Boulder City and you could fly over the dam, you could fly over the Grand Canyon, see what things looked like. It was a lot of fun to be able to do that. But by 1938, a new airline started flying into Boulder City, and they also used this building. Some of you might remember it. It was called TWA. TWA, at that point, it was called Transcontinental and Western Airlines, later Trans World Airlines, also used this building for a short time until they built their own terminal, and this building became surplus. It was then moved up into Boulder City and became the home of Henry and Ocie Bradley, who were the first black family to be allowed to live in Boulder City. Boulder City was the first segregated community in southern Nevada. So on February 22nd, I want to invite you out here for the grand opening of the building. But let's take a look inside so you can see what it looks like now before all of the exhibits go inside. And you'll have a chance to see then when you come out here on the 22nd or after February 22nd, what the building looks like with all the exhibits in it. So this first room is going to be the one that we use to talk about Grand Canyon Airlines. This is going to be the office space and the ticketing area, because that's how this spot would have been used. As you walk in, you'll basically see office equipment in here. We have the window here. You would have walked up from the outside. You would have gotten your tickets here and waited outside for your flight to get here. You would have a desk here. You'll have posters on the wall advertising Grand Canyon Airlines and history exhibits talking about the history of sightseeing airlines. It's a big part of aviation history here and part of the history of this building. But it's not the only part of the history of this building. And as you walk through, as you transition into this back room, it will become much more of a domestic room. You can see the colors change, and this will talk about the Bradleys and their time in the house. And it will talk about the black experience in southern Nevada and their use of the building as a home for 6 months. Now, they lived in Boulder City from 1939 through 1946 when they moved back to Los Angeles. But they only lived in this building for about 6 months. It was their first home there, and we wanted to use it as a jumping off point to be able to talk about their time in Boulder City and what it was like to be in southern Nevada at that point in time, what was happening for blacks in southern Nevada. So we wanted to also show a difference just visually as you were walking in here. So all of this is going to be part of what you will see as you go through the house. So this is the Grand Canyon Airlines ticketing office, Bradley House. A long name for a very small building, but an important one, and the last of the historic structures currently opening at the Clark County Museum. I hope you will come out and see us. Remember, it is difficult to find us open. We are only open 7 days a week, 9 to 4:30. It's $2 to come in. Unless you're like me and over 55, then it's $1, or you're under 18 and it's $1. So come on out and see us.